Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing today? Jerry Teal, welcome. Sandra Johansson? There's today's attempt. Johansson? Anyways, welcome. Joanne, today we will actually raid instead of forgetting within 2 minutes. We'll see. Joanne, I'm going to do my best. I'm sorry for the way I am. Terry, welcome. Chomik Fortnite. What is wrong with me? What do you mean, what's wrong with me? What do you mean, what's wrong with me? What did I do? Lizbeth, welcome. Guys, welcome back to the hardcore world. Little Rises for real. Sup? Just a nice chill stream today. We're just gonna be doing some strip mining. It is, yeah. It is time. Wow, that was a beautiful stream intro. Just, nice chill day. I think I'm really, yeah, there we go. Working on thumbnail earlier. So I've just added a little bit of a mine entrance, mostly for the thumbnail today, honestly, but at some point I was going to need to make a mine down here, so we may as well go ahead and make that today. How are you guys doing? Am I able to reach you guys again? The Great Toaster, E. Excellent. Before we do any mining, let's just really quick go deal with the crops over here. Gonna be mostly just a little bit of a light resource grind today. Nothing too particular. I mostly just want to hang out and chat, have a nice chill stream. I've been catching up on other projects, so I haven't had a lot of time to really sit down and figure out where the hardcore world is. So instead of doing anything important, you know, we're in that nice stage of a hardcore project where there's a million things to do, some of them interesting, some not, but anything and everything is productive because we have nothing, so any sort of resource grinding is beneficial, even if it's not particularly exciting like what we're doing right now. But guys, I've been working on the Everwake episode, and I'm not going to say it's going to come out this weekend because that's very questionable at the moment, but it is coming along faster than I thought. It's coming out pretty good, and it's a little bit unique. I don't usually edit the way that I'm going for this one, but it is lightly stylized in a different way. I'm quite excited to put it out because I think it's coming out really entertaining so far. I will definitely be curious to hear what people think. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's take a quick little pause and watch the intro. Give me 1 second. All right. This is the first about 30 seconds of the next Everwake episode. So my friend Viking and I share this Minecraft world, right? But we can't talk about it to each other. Like, there's this really big hourglass and it takes about a month to flip. And when it does, one of us goes to sleep and the other wakes up. So we're never awake at the same time. And we've been doing this for about a year now, and despite almost never having a face-to-face conversation, we've done a pretty good job of figuring out how to work together. But man, after this month, I'm not sure how much longer that's gonna last. And that's all you get. That's all you get for today. But quite happy. It's very funny because that bar scene was so much more high effort than it should have been. I swear. Oh my god. Because I'm trying to talk and get everything back at the same time. Every character in that shot was me, and then the shots were all spliced together. So it's just me talking to myself, and then me listening to myself, and then me pretending to be a bartender, and then me pretending to sit as a person in the background, and then just layering everything together so it looks like there's multiple people in the shot all at once. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I obviously, I don't, you know, we don't script Everwake. So I don't know if me like hyping up the potential of a breakdown and collaboration is true, but it does kind of feel like we've set the stage here for maybe a prank war or something starting. I don't know. And especially once you guys see how this episode plays out, it's interesting. It's interesting. There's definitely rising tensions, we'll say. Multiple personalities. Complaining to the bartender. Yeah, exactly. It's about nighttime. Would be good to sleep before we have mobs to deal with. Oops. Bed. There we go. The frog bartender. I went to the Skindex website and typed in bartender, and that was like one of the top results. So I was like, yeah, I've got no problems with this. This seems like we've got exactly the skin we need. Oh, see, look, it was barely nighttime in this guy's spawn. Yeah, and I mean, again, I really don't know if it's going to result in any kind of prank war, but like I said, the tensions do be rising, so time will tell. Man, I can't wait. It's going to be sooner rather than later that I actually start building a base of operations on this island, because the storage predicament is getting more and more annoying by the day. That is almost certainly something that will happen this month. That and the bridge. I gotta clear out, like, actually quite a bit of inventory space, now that I'm thinking about it, because we're gonna be collecting so much stone just digging this this tunnel down. And we're, you know, again, we're in that stage where stone is always useful. Like, we're not just gonna throw it away. We are gonna try to hold on to it, so probably put all this way. Oh, I do. I have some wood on me. Okay. Good. Do beds don't... Why did I think beds stack? They don't stack. Okay. Mining time. I can do a Marge Simpson impression, and I'll make sure you get some doubloons. You know what? Why not, right? I'll give you a Marge Simpson impression. I have maybe watched The Simpsons twice. I don't even know what Marge would say. I know what her voice sounds like in my head. What even is... Hold on, I'm drawing a blank on even... What is the dad's name in The Simpsons? Homer. Homer, yep. That is like... That's all kind of a hilarious thing to forget. Making it short? No, that won't be happening.
Homer! Homer, why are you home so late? Homer, we have work tomorrow. The kids! Have you been thinking about the kids? Making it short. Homer, you're too old to be starting a YouTube channel, let alone a Minecraft YouTube channel.
Apparently I've been to the... Oh, it's this cave. Ha, that's funny. Actually, in retrospect, this cave might have been a decent one.
Homer, the kids are taking after you again, and it's the worst thing they've ever done in their lives. You're a disappointment to the male gender.
This is incredible. I'm sold. Excellent. Excellent. And now we're going to stop before everybody leaves the stream. I actually, you know what? I need to probably keep some actual stone on me, because for the, like, first bit of the mine, I like to keep it kind of manicured. I can't work my way up this cliff because of the way I built it. And, you know, The Simpsons is from that era. He's like, oh, coming home to my of a wife, that kind of thing. The classic sitcom, just a like deadbeat dad who blames all of his problems on his family when he's lucky to have a family at all with his kind of behavior, you know? Oh, you can see why I'm excited to get those cows actually going so I can,
Wow.
Oh my, thank you. Ain't much, but I'm dang proud. Highly appreciate the dono. You were true to your word, and that matters more than any donation. Let's see. So I'm gonna make a confession on stream that you won't see in the next Everwake episode. However, I recorded about a third to half of the video without my mic, which is a very amateur mistake. That I haven't made a mistake like that in many years. It is deeply unfortunate. Hi, I'm watching while playing D&D. That's sick. What type of character are you playing? Ducky, welcome, welcome. I did get your message, by the way. Thank you. Everybody say thank you to Ducky. I have not used the code you sent me. I did realize when I opened my Twitch the other day that I actually got sent a code as well. So, along with the storage and bridge, I think pathways should be on your list. Yes, definitely. I don't have a lot of interesting places to go just yet. Arcane Trickster. What was I talking about? I had something I was gonna say. I ADHD'd it away into the void. Oh, I love D&D. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, big things. We're just, I actually do need to spend a bunch of time mining out some of this diorite, because diorite is going to be part of my main base build. Which might be the most horrifying thing some of you have ever heard, but you know, I promise it'll be good. We also might go on a little expedition looking for some calcite. Because I don't think I know where any geodes are. I do know of one mountain that might have some. Amateur mic issue. Right, yeah. So I recorded about a third to half of the Everwake episode with no mic, which is deeply unfortunate. So I've literally spent half of my morning just going through, picking out clips, and then captioning it on text with what I should be saying so I can later go and re-record the lines like it's a live commentary. It's rough, man. And it is, you know, it's like roughly an approximation of what I was saying. But, yeah, it's a ridiculous situation to be in. Because, let's see, it's me introducing the boat temple. So, me telling the camera all about the boat temple was all not recorded properly. And then there was... I built a hangar for the Happy Ghasts. The entire build process, I have no mic for. Then I made some banners because Viking asked me to make some me-themed banners for the lobby of the clock tower. And I'm basically spoiling the whole episode, so sorry about that. But no, I have no mic for that either. And then lastly, I put a micro version of the Everwake logo on the tower as like a, it almost looks like a business tower. Like when you ever see a skyscraper that has a sign on it, kind of that kind of vibe. But I had to shrink it down a ton to make it fit right. So it's like, it was really a challenge to make it look good at the scale that it was at. But I feel pretty happy with how I did. You'll have to see how it went. Yeah, definitely gonna need some more stone. Patch that all up. Probably just mine out all this calcite, honestly. Or diorite. Yeah, pathways on this island are definitely also a high priority. Just a really important quality of life thing. Didn't I actually smelt another stack of stone? I must have yoinked it at some point. Pretty sure I have a little stone in here somewhere. Not as much as I'd like, but it's a start. Infrastructure equal pathways. Looking forward to seeing it when very optimistically this weekend, but I would expect next weekend just to be safe. I am still trying for this weekend. I don't know if it's gonna happen though. I've got quite a bit left to do. As soon as the stream's done, I'm probably gonna hop right back on the editing train for a couple more hours today, and hopefully we will get probably 2/3, 3/4 of the way through the video, but yeah, lots to get done. Man, it's been such a weird year, guys. Like, I've had obviously a lot of family stuff that has eaten into my time, but it's like I have made probably 25 to 50% less videos than I would have normally made by this time. Like, I think I've put out 3 or 4 videos this entire year so far. In fact, I can check. It's not even hard to count. Let's see. This year, I have put out... Load. There we go. I believe this was January, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 videos. And one of them I privated because it did so badly. So, publicly, this year there is 3 videos to watch, and they're, I think, all Everwake. Just been a slow year, and it's not that I'm not working on stuff, it's just that I started working on so many. I wasn't working on things for a while because of family stuff, and now I've got a bunch of things in the works. It's just very few of them have actually gotten to a point where there's videos out yet. Lots of videos in the works, but the content train, it's such a machine, right? Because like it takes so long to build the momentum. Like every year in around Christmas time, I stop to take a break because second half of the year I always go so hard and start approaching burnout. So I'm like, okay, it's the holiday season. I'm gonna take some time off, recharge, and then we'll hit it back in January. And what I'm learning is that it absolutely murders all my momentum because I finish all my projects. I don't have anything in the works. So when I do start, I'm starting from basically nothing. And each video's turnaround, like if I sat down and worked on a video nonstop, I could pump out a video about every 2 to 3 weeks, more often or not than not, like 3 to 4 weeks, which I'm trying to improve. So now I'm at a point where I'm working on multiple videos at once, which slows the whole thing down a bit, but at least by the time I get a video out, I'm not starting from square one on the next video. But when you take a break, you not only you don't have any videos in the works. You're fully paused. There's nothing happening. And then on top of that, you have to get your head back into a spot where you're ready to grind. I know I've learned about myself is that it takes a couple weeks for me to get back to working at full capacity. Because the first couple weeks, it's too much mental energy to get my mind to be in work mode for like all day. Like now I'm at a point where I've been working a lot over the last couple months and I'm back in my zone. I can work a full 8 hours a day, about 5 days a week, and I'm getting a lot more done. But usually when I come back in January, it's more like 4 to 6 hours a day, 4 to 5, like 3 to 5 days a week. So I'll be really slow and maybe like 50% as productive as I should be, or as I want to be. And then I feel bad about it, which makes me feel even more demotivated. And it's a whole thing, man. It's tough. It is tough. So I'm starting to think that I'm going to no longer be taking like that kind of time off during the holidays, because I can't lose my groove like that every year. It's too costly. Even if like the holiday season, like, so there's a for reasons that are not worth getting into. January is the worst month for creators because like it's when videos pay the least. So a lot of people take January and February off. So hold on, how am I gonna do this? Yeah, they take those months off. So you would think I would want to take them off too, and that's why I have been. But the problem is it just takes so long to get the momentum back, you know? I don't even do that. My wife does. I'm such a procrastinator. I hate grinding, so I just never do anything. You know, generally speaking, I don't like repetitive tasks. Like, I really struggle with repetitive tasks because I have to stay very intentionally engaged on something to make sure I don't make mistakes. I can't do many tasks fully absent-mindedly, or I will make very, very dumb mistakes. So I don't like those types of tasks because you do the same, you stay focused on the same thing and do it over and over and over and over again, and it just melts my brain. So yeah, not a huge fan. Minecraft, for some reason, I can kind of do, but I think it's because I've played Minecraft for so long that I can do something like what I'm doing right now, pretty absent-mindedly. Like, I'm more focused on what I'm saying than what I'm actually doing. But even now, you can see I'm stumbling over my words a little bit because I'm splitting my focus. I'm not good at multitasking. I grind at home making. Yeah, there you go. So that's why in January and February, I'm searching for new videos. Correct. Yes. A lot of YouTubers take off during those months. The reason for that is very simple. We get paid through advertising, right? The ads on the video pay us. When do companies want to advertise? When they're more likely to get people to buy stuff. When are people more likely to buy stuff? When they're shopping for Christmas presents. So the holiday season is always a huge time for YouTubers because like October through December is when we make the most money. And then everybody, all the companies blast through their marketing budget over the holidays and then have nothing to spend in January and February. And so the rates for advertising go way down because there's not as much demand, right? So we get paid less when there's less people trying to advertise, basically. So a lot of people just take it off, like, because it's crazy, right? Like, this is not fully accurate, but let's say December, like November and December, I could be making like $3.50 to $4 per 1,000 views on a video. And then in January, I'll be making $1.50. Like, it's a huge decrease. Really huge decrease. Just got another severe thunderstorm warning. Man, you're getting all the worst thunderstorms. I need to stop streaming because every time I stream, you have a bad storm to worry about. Homemaking is a job that never ends. Yeah. Indeed. I don't know if I'm going to bother with all... Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and get the rest of that diorite. I don't know, I'm bored. Why are you bored? Are you not entertained? Probably not. I have been silently mining for the last like 30 seconds. Let's see. Anybody see the Ocarina of Time remake announcement? I have not played. I mean, I've dabbled in a bunch of the older Zelda games, but I really have only played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Dabbled in some of the older ones, like Link to the Past, but never really got all that far in them. But I'm definitely planning on giving Ocarina of Time another go. The one I've been... Okay, so like my favorite game of all time, or at least one of them, is Outer Wilds. And I don't have much to say about it because it's one of those games that you can't talk about without spoiling. Like, the whole point of the game is figuring stuff out. So saying literally anything about it is spoiling the game. But if you've never played it and you like puzzle games, oh my god, you need to play it. It is genuinely one of the coolest, most interesting, and like inspiring games of all time. It's really where I got the inspiration for my treasure hunt in UHCG. So highly recommend. Anyways, the reason I bring that up is the mechanics of it. It is a time loop game. And that's also about as much as I should say about that, because that's really bordering on major early game spoilers. But because of that, I've been very intrigued by Majora's Mask. And I've never played Majora's Mask, but I've become very curious about it. The thing is, I don't understand the mechanics fully of either. I know both Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time mess with time travel a lot, but I don't understand how those mechanically work in the game. My understanding is time travel is truly a mechanic in Majora's Mask. Like, the moon destroys the world, and then you repeatedly like loop and have to figure out how to stop that from happening until like eventually you understand everything and you have to do a perfect run. But I don't know. There's some specifics there that matter that I don't know how it works. And then for Ocarina of Time, as far as I know, it is literally just like time travel as a story event. Like, you'll have a cutscene to say, hey, you've time traveled, and now it's just you're in a different world, which is like cool, but you're not really experiencing a unique time travel mechanic, if that makes sense. You're just like, it feels like you're just entering a new zone, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's cool. It's a narrative tool, but it doesn't feel particularly unique when it comes down to the actual execution, if that makes sense. Just a small storm, it will pass fast. Yay! Run laps around the house? Oh, Alex Kuza, you're bored because you're waiting for your session to start. Your session of what? Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Torterra. I mean, Turtwig as well. I kind of like all the evolutions of Turtwig, but I have particularly fond memories of Torterra. It's one of the first times where Pokemon hit in a way that was like, it felt really strategic. Like, I had a genuine strategy using Torterra versus just, hey, this move good, use this move, you know? So I had a thing that I would do with Torterra, and I don't even fully remember because it's been so many years now, but I would mix Leech Seed with, I believe, Harden. So I would get Leech Seed out, which, if you don't know the Leech Seed move, it just makes it so you slowly steal some life from the opponent Pokemon every turn. You just take a little bit, and it's really not not very much. But then I would combine that with Harden, which makes it so your defense stat goes way up and things can't hurt you anymore, and suddenly you will take less damage than you heal every turn, and it's a super slow way of doing things. But in probably 80 to 90% of fights, it's just unstoppable because it would take about 3 turns to get fully ramped up, and then you'd be unkillable and just drain all their health away. It was great. We don't have an actual warning, but it feels like it's gonna thunder. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Why do we have... I'm trying to figure out... And this isn't necessarily we need to do anything, but why do we got somebody being real aggressive in chat? Lung is warm. Why are we being so aggressive? Is this aimed jokingly at somebody, or are you just being mean for the sake of the trolls? Anyways, never played or watched Pokemon before, so picked off vibes and cuteness. It's a good game. Did you choose a Pokemon? I didn't catch. Oh, there is a time mechanic jumping between being an adult and a child. Oh, interesting. So we're talking about Ocarina of Time, right? Something we have to do as an adult, or something you have to do as a child. So is it like you're flipping back and forth between 2 points in time, and things you do like as a child will affect things that happen when you're an adult? Because that's cool. Like if you make the time travel mechanically significant, that's super cool. Am I planning to record today? Nah, we're just doing a little strip mining. Just a nice casual stream. I got so much editing to do. I need to get caught up on the editing for this hardcore world, because I need to figure out kind of where we're at with the video. And I kind of know where we're at. I just need to have it fully fleshed out so I fully understand where I need to go from here. Okay, it's about to be night. I've cleared a lot of inventory. I need more stone. Actually, kind of could use some torches as well. I picked Litwick and Evolutions, and I'm now collecting cards. Litwick is a newer gen Pokemon that it might be. I remember kind of what Litwick looks like, but I want to say they're from like one of the last generations I played. The last one I really played was Black and White, so it's been a minute. But let's see, my favorite Pokemon games. I loved as a kid Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Fire Red. I actually re-beat Pokemon Silver pretty recently. Like 6 months ago probably. And that was the first time I had played a Pokemon game through in probably a decade easily. But I loved me some Diamond and Pearl back in the day. Played Ruby as well, and I enjoyed it. And yeah, kind of lost me on X and Black and White. I don't think I played X and Y. It really just, I kind of hit a point where I was really just not impressed with the games. They felt way too cookie cutter the same, and I was like, okay, I've played 10 of the same game here. I'm kind of done. Mike, I'm good. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm okay. Anyways, what Y value are we at? You always gotta, if you have a mine you plan to use long term, you gotta like commit to the entrance, right? Because I don't want like a little 2x2 staircase where I'm gonna bonk my head on the way down. It's like you gotta have some nice and spacious to get you down to diamond level. Game name? Game name as in the game we're playing right now? We're playing Minecraft. That's a crazy question to ask. Elky, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're just doing some strip mining. Rivals. Yes, this is definitely Marvel Rivals. How am I doing? I am doing great. Yep, just casual stream, really. Like working through my backlog. We talked a little bit about Everwake today and how that's going. I was talking about how I had some issues with my footage. I unfortunately did not record my microphone for a very large portion of my footage. So a large part of what I've been doing in the editing room is going through, pulling out clips and captioning it with what I should be saying so I can later go back and watch it back and re-record the voice lines, almost teleprompter style. Probably not the best way of doing it, but I am trying to sell the illusion that it is organic, like me actually talking live, because people won't like it very much if it seems like it's post-recording. At least I don't tend to like those types of videos. So a little bit of movie magic, but yeah, it's been quite a process. But I will say, I'm very excited for this episode. I think it's like, the stuff I'm doing is not the most interesting stuff I've ever done. It's just overall, it's a pretty good episode, I feel like. Oh, I've pulled that back way too far by accident. Whoops. Wasn't paying enough attention. Hello, bro. Pat Cummings, welcome, welcome. I have a good storyteller voice. Thank you. I've done a lot of storytelling. You should sub to Code Neon. Absolutely, you should sub. Yeah. Subscribe to Code Neon. YouTube.com/@Code Neon. Let's see. And I need more cobbles or stone. Excellent. Got any public server in which we all can play? Not at the moment. That is something I do have on the agenda at some point, potentially. It's just, logistically, there is challenges, like, and I know there's some people, like, I'm sure Elk Dogs heard that and went, ooh, but, it is something I would like to do. It's just, it's one of those things I don't want to put a token effort into, right? If I'm going to host a server, I want to host it right and really have a good plan for it. You did a Mike, thank you. But yeah, I don't want to just have a server, kind of. I want to actually have a plan to do something fun with it. But I don't know, at the same time, there is some value to just having a place for people to hang out. Like, it doesn't have to be some huge thing. What do you guys think? Because the problem is, okay, if I started a server, in the first couple weeks, there'll be some people who hang out. And then everybody's going to leave because they're going to kind of just play the game. They're going to go through their 2-week Minecraft phase and they're going to get bored. So the only way around that is to either continuously add new things to keep people engaged, which is a huge hassle, or get them to build such a tight-knit community that people they just treat the server like it's just a place to go hang out with friends, which that's the best case scenario, because then you've built, you know, community around your YouTube channel, which means you got like super engaged members. But that one's also, they're both really hard for different reasons. Have a 2-year phase there you go. I can drop my server here. Yeah. Go ahead and drop your server, Elk Dogs. Elk Dogs has been working on some very cool server stuff. I don't know if the public iteration of it has some of the stuff he's been working on right now that we've been talking about, but server is very cool regardless, and dude definitely knows how to host a server. Like, very impressive on the tech knowledge side. Definitely worth checking out their stuff if y'all are looking for a new server to play on. I'm always looking for someone to play Minecraft with. Yeah, I can say with confidence that I'm so bad at Minecraft, I will play for a while and get things it takes most people to get a day to get. Hey, you know what? And there's nothing wrong with that, because honestly, the game isn't built for people to play the way most of the long-term veteran players do. Like, it shouldn't be as easy as it is. The game is a lot harder than a lot of us give it credit for. It's just, like, I've been playing this game since 2011, so of course, now, am I the best at it? Also, had a moment there where I forgot this was hardcore and was not at all paying attention. Let's be careful. Let's be smart and careful here. It's like, oh yeah, I shouldn't be losing health in hardcore. That's a bad idea. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Lock in, folks. This is a whole cave. I'm not necessarily looking to go caving at the moment, even if it is the more fun version of mining. But I'm looking for chill. I'm not looking to be locked in today, you know? Although I will take a little bit of iron. Gotta be on the lookout for creepers. I'll never play hardcore because I will die very soon. Yeah, it's taken me many years to really give it a go. I know I left some iron back there. I'm just checking the coast, making sure the coast is clear. This way. I basically use dying as teleporting because I got keep inventory on. See, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that if that's how you like playing, but to me, you are undermining the point of the game a little too much with keep inventory. Like, you know, to each their own, but... And I've played with keep inventory on occasion, but just like my general survival world, I wouldn't be able to feel like I'm ever accomplishing anything, right? Because if there's no stakes, then there's not really any weight behind the success, you know? I mean, there's time commitment, which is not nothing. Like, if you build a giant build in peaceful mode, like, that is an accomplishment. But, like, if you're playing in peaceful mode and you... get to, well, okay, that's a bad example because I don't think you can even do that. If you go to the deep dark in peaceful mode, is it even really the deep dark, you know? Because there's no warden to worry about. Like, it still looks like it, but it's a totally different experience. And I know that's not quite what you're saying. Like, you're not playing in peaceful. Just saying, yeah. I feel like the stakes is what makes stuff like that work. You should add stairs. I probably will add stairs, yeah. I rage quit every time I lose my days worth of inventory to lava. Yeah, that's valid. Let's hope I don't lose my inventory to lava, because if I lose it to lava, I'd probably lose my world to lava as well. Grab some more stone. I do, in some ways, like, I like having some variation. Like, I'm going to be using diorite, but I do miss the days of mining and just running into stone, you know? Just plain and simple, just stone. because it was so much easier on your inventory, and then it didn't look as ugly as this often does. Ah, those were the days, man. Guess I could, like, leave that. Doesn't look as good, but maybe I can put a door there later. It's like, eventually I might want to go into that cave, you know? If this world lasts a long time. That's one thing I really do like, particularly early on with worlds, is just the forward thinking. Like, in Everwake, you know, we do think forward, but we don't have a lot of things to worry about. Most of the game is a solved problem at that point, so it's you don't have to take things into consideration. Like, you don't have to pause and think, oh, am I going to go into this cave later? That's just kind of like, nope. Instead, I'm just going to mindlessly dig. If I'm building a tunnel like this in Endgame, I'm just doing it for some reason. There's not a whole lot of considerations beyond just, what do you want it to be? Early game, in a lot of ways, is figuring out how to strike the balance between, like, getting what you want out of the world, like making it into what you want, and also accepting how much effort it's going to be to do the thing you want. So, like, you know, I didn't go and build a new island out from scratch, because that would have been a ton of work, especially at this stage of the game. But I could take an existing island and modify it to be what I want, that kind of thing. You know, you gotta work within your means. In my current world, I have 5 ancient cities in a 2,500 square area, which I found organically. I was like, what? That's a lot. That is a lot. That's, I would say, depending on the area of a world, that's probably not, like, an outrageous amount, but it is a lot. Certainly. How high are we? We are at Y. Still not used to the new F3 screen. 27. We're getting down there. The random dirt patches underground confuse me. I agree. You know what? I completely agree with that. I don't really understand why that's there, because there's enough clutter going on underground without dirt. In the lush caves, maybe, fair enough. But why do we need just patches of dirt? I also get the gravel because cave-ins are kind of fun. And also, sometimes it can just be really hard to find gravel. But dirt? Come on, man. Why? See you later, Mike. Thank you for being here. Found a mushroom island surrounded by ocean monuments. Well, that's cool. I once found an ocean monument surrounded by mushroom islands. Actually, think that was on Everwake. You can go back to... Oh, I can't remember which episode it was. I think it was the Clock Tower episode. It was the one where I got the Pale Oak. Keep forgetting to place torches today. It's because I got the offhand torch, and that's making me think the area is plenty lit up. Oh, I made a lot of torches by accident. Let's just use these. Oh man, that bothers me. That's got to be fixed. Gotta keep it uniform. Oh, Terry, that Oh, Terry, that takes time and energy to learn trading. I still haven't turned my traders into zombies to heal them for better prices. Oh, I don't know how to do enchantments and tradings. So enchantments, pretty straightforward. First, I would say the hardest part is just learning which enchantments to get. But protection 5, always a winner. Or protection 4. You can't do protection 5 unless you're loony. But on your weapon, you'll always want sharpness usually, if it's a sword or an axe. Bows, infinity if you don't want to spend a bunch of time making arrows, otherwise mending, and power 5. If you get the books through, you can always get the books through villagers, which it's not as hard as it seems, although it's tedious. So librarian villagers sell enchantment books. They're the ones that get a job with a lectern. But during a certain time of the day, villagers have work hours, and that's when you can change their jobs. As long as you've never traded with a villager, they can change their job. If you have traded with them, they are locked in, so you cannot make them change it anymore. But to cycle, what you do is you do trade cycling if you're trying to get books through villagers. So you place the lectern, let the villager go to it and get a job, and then you can check his trade and see if he's selling what you want. And if he's not, you break the lectern, which makes the dude lose his job, and then you just replace the lectern and he will automatically lock onto it again, and you just keep cycling and he'll have a new trade. So you do this as many times as it takes to get the trade you want. Most people usually they're looking for a mending trade first. That's kind of the biggest reason to do trade cycling. Pretty much everybody will do some trade cycling to get some mending. And it can be an extremely tedious process because you are depending on a lot of luck for them to sell the right book type. But that is the way. And if you're using a enchantment table, every item. So like say you're enchanting a sword, right? And you put it in the table and it will show you the different levels of enchantment. Those enchantments will always be the same. You'll always have the same options until you enchant something. So generally the order the best process, if you're just fully depending on random enchants, is you put one in and you look at your options. And if you don't see anything you like, try it. You switch into a different item. And let's say the next item has what you want. Then you trade, and then you can go back to the first item, and those trades will then be different. Like your options will be different. So you kind of just do this, and you try to play the odds to get the best possible enchantments you'll get. But you'll almost never actually get the best enchantments. Like it would require insane luck. Yeah, we've made it down to Deep Slate. Just yapping. Probably something the majority of people in chat already understand, but you know, we're digging a hole. You kind of just yap, right? What else are we going to talk about? Let's see. I see the point in doing what? Boggles my mind that some people do it. That's the thing. Yeah, there is some things that people do in Minecraft that I find so anti-fun. Like just because it's the most efficient option doesn't mean it's fun. Like villager trading halls. I don't like villager trading halls. It's not even that I'm like I feel bad for the villagers. It's that like it's boring. They're villagers. Why do you need to lock them in a hole, right? Make a village for them. This is a game about building. You've been given an actual important reason to build something. Why would you go the laziest possible route and build a tiny little compact trading center? Like, no, give them a village. They're villagers. You can make a whole living village that functions around their mechanics. And it's really not that much harder to use than a villager trading hall. Like, yes, it is harder. You have to go spend a couple minutes finding the villager you want. Um, let's get up here, get to sleep, and then everything will burn. Except for that creeper. I made a village on a cliff. My storage is way underground. Nice. Where's that creeper? Let's get him. He'll probably just despawn if I just gave him the chance, but... Eh. How many arrows? I actually don't have very many arrows. Ooh, lots of mobs. Oh, right. Yep, I didn't have that many arrows. Ha! Arrows, look at that. At least I now have a couple. Thought I saw more. Ooh, almost goofed that. Oh, I should drop off some stuff while I'm up here. Also, breed the cows. Oops. Green Dude, welcome to the stream. Just a casual little strip mining and resource gathering stream. We're keeping it pretty simple here. Y'all want to take a pause from the mining and now that we hit Deep Slate, go see about finding some calcite. And look at that farm. That's coming along. I need to bring this out kind of to here. It's over as far as it needs to go just about, but I want to flesh this all out. Put a fence around the edge, and then this half is going to be like potatoes and carrots. Watch the World Cup now, and it's not really my thing. Not really my thing. Not much of a sports guy. Actually, did I just put away stone? I guess I don't really need the stone. Java and you can sub? What are we talking about? Java? Is this Java or better? Yes, yes. Also, how do I join? You can't join the game, the private game. But yeah, we're on Java edition. You could put na fence. What? What? Let's see. Keep one of those, and actually the dirt's fine. That'll do. Okay. It's good enough. I can put away one of these stacks of coal, I guess. And, yeah, let's go see about maybe finding a little bit of calcite. Do I have enough food on me? Probably. Inventory is not in the best state, but kind of can't be bothered to clean it up the rest of the way, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Would you cheat? Why would you cheat? Oh, good day, Code Neon. With hardcore losing access to cheats, how do you think that will affect your personal hardcore worlds? So losing access to... have they patched like the whole open to land thing? Is that... they're patching that out? Is that really a thing? I actually don't like that. And it's not because I want to cheat. It's because there are sometimes legit reasons to briefly cheat. Like, for instance, let's say I'm about to film a short for the day. As a content creator, like I'm about to shoot a... well, okay, this would be more of an issue on a server or on Everwake, but let's say it started raining or something, and it's the middle of the day. Like, I'm not gonna shoot my footage in the rain. Like, I'm just not gonna do that because it'll be distracting. People will think it's low quality. People won't be interested. It needs to be a nice, beautiful day in Minecraft. not having the option to go just immediately turn off the rain for a few minutes so you can like shoot that shot, that sucks. Objectively sucks. And then there's also some times where you have special game modes that you're playing. Like, let's say it's a temporary hardcore, like Life Series or something. Let's say you have a situation where you have items that can bring you back to life in an SMP. Like, it's an imaginary rule set. You've died and you've used up your life, but then another player uses their thing to bring you back. But then the game says, nope, sorry, there's no way to cheat you back to life. Like, it's just less player control, ultimately. If people want to cheat in hardcore, they're going to cheat in hardcore, and a little patch is not going to change that. So all you're ultimately doing is just making the game worse. Like, have a good day, green dude. I don't know. I think it's just a pointless fix. I haven't looked into this. I didn't know this was happening, and I don't know the details around it, so take everything with an asterisk. But to me, the idea of patching that is kind of dumb. Like, again, it feels like a token effort. You're not gonna fix cheating in hardcore, because all somebody has to do is make a mod, right? A mod that just hides the fact that it enables cheats in hardcore. It would not be a hard thing to do. And it would be very hard to do. So, like, what's the point of it? I just don't understand what the point of that would be. Okay, this I don't think is gonna be the type of mountain we need. Ah! Oops. Bouncing around all dumb, looking for calcite. Oh yeah, Mr. Blip, please don't spam. You will end up getting muted for that if you keep doing that, but please don't. Hello, welcome. Good to see ya. You always have a creative copy of your world if you need to control the weather or something. You can. And a lot of people do that kind of thing, and that's probably what I would do if it was like genuinely that big of a problem. But also, if you have so much of a problem with cheating that like somebody can't turn off the weather for some footage for a live stream or something, like whoa, I've never had that happen with powdered snow. Never had there be like a cave underneath. That's kind of fun. That would be cool if powdered snow worked kind of like azalea trees where they spawned over caves. That would be because then you could have fun situations where you fall into a cave like that and it's kind of a forced adventure. That'd be fun. Okay, it is a little hard to see the powdered snow with this shader pack because it kind of overexposes it, so you can't see any of the detail of the snow. So I think we need to get out of the snow. Rain sounds PMO so much. Oh, right? Completely agree. I do not like rain in Minecraft. I've warmed up to it a little bit, but it's very obnoxious. The sounds are too much, and then it ruins video quality. Like, compression algorithms do not like it. What is going on over there? That feels different. Where am I, by the way? I haven't really been to this part of the map. Oh, you know what? I don't have Voxy on. I have to turn it off sometimes because it doesn't play nice with... It doesn't play nice with, what's it called? Flashback. Where would some potential mountains be that would have calcite? I guess we can go back over the snowy one, but I don't think it's usually on snowy ones. I think it's got to be like a warm mountain to find calcite, right? We don't need a ton of it. I just want to grab a couple stacks. You almost caught a stray there, Toast. That's a lot of chickens. Look at all those chickens. It's a lot of sheep. Look at all those sheep. Google says this: Mojang has implemented strict patches to prevent cheating in Minecraft Hardcore. The classic open to LAN exploit where players would turn on cheats to switch to creative mode. Okay, and I mean, I can see that, but also, how do you open to LAN now is what I want to know. Is it going to be the... Oh, well, I know they implemented new social features, so maybe it works like that. But surely there's still cheats and such for locally hosted games. Like, surely there's still going to be commands. Like game rules. You can't do game rules if you don't have cheats enabled. I don't understand. There's got to be a little more to this. I've got to look into that. Because, like, hardcore or not, some people are going to change some of the game rules. That's a very valid thing to do. Set survival mode upon death has officially been disabled. I didn't even think that was a thing. Allow commands button is now grayed out when open to LAN in a hardcore world. What the heck? So how does this what? So what? It's just actively making the game worse. I get it. It's an exploit, but like, that's just not how you fix that. You don't fix that. You can't fix that. There's no fixing it unless you fundamentally change the game. Instead, you've just inconvenienced players for no real reason. That's such a bad change. I gotta look into that. Because if that really is what it sounds like, it's such a dumb fix. I had $30 for the game. I'm gonna play how I want. Yeah, right. And also, let's be real. Like being honest about your hardcore playthrough, that only matters for somebody like me who's playing for the public, right? If you want to cheat in your hardcore world, if you feel cheated by something that happened, then you have every right to, you know? Like, you didn't start a hardcore world to begin with to cheat, right? It just doesn't make sense. You're not going to be cheating in hardcore unless you have a good reason to, for the most part. Or if you're a content creator who's trying to like lie to their fans, fair enough. But like, also it's good to know there's ice here because why is there a creeper up here? What are you doing? Where'd he go? Come back. Okay. Oh, I bet he came out of there. Any evidence of calcite anywhere? Not seeing anything that rings of Stony Peaks. Maybe off that way. We could head that way a little bit. Another streamer lost a longtime hardcore world because a glitch spawned him. Well, exactly. And like, the only way you could ever actually stop somebody cheating themselves back to life in hardcore is make it so the world auto deletes the moment you die. And that, even then, that's not a cure-all, because somebody could still take steps to prevent that with mods and such. This cave is crazy. I'm not going into it, but I want to peek. Whoa. Dang. Just kind of goes. Cool. Yeah, you're never gonna stop it. Like, the only way that would work is, the only reason that would work is because it would maybe force you to delete the world before you're ready. But again, or before you have a chance to cheat. But also, to be clear, I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea for a change. This is that big cliff, right? Hey guys, you want to do something dumb? Whee! That was fun. Cliff diving in Minecraft. No calcites. Cider, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, there's an ocean monument. Wasn't expecting that. We could take a moment to build a boat. Hold on. All right, let's go. I see chat just saw me jump off the cliff. I did not see that ocean monument, though. There is a world where that would have gone really wrong because of that. Oh. I'm gonna try, as tempting as it is, I'm gonna try not to do anything super interesting, because right now we're not doing anything on camera. I do have my replay buffer going in case something interesting does happen unexpectedly, but we're trying to avoid anything worthy of going into the video because we're not really in a spot right now where it should be in the video. In other words, this is a kind of time burning stream. We're just doing stuff of not particular interest or importance. Isn't it ironic having to go all the way from bottom to make a boat to ride on the top? I agree. Yes, that is ironic. Also, this is kind of a cool village. I've seen this from a distance a few times. I wanted to check it out. It's one of the bigger ones I've seen in the world. Let's have a little peek. Not a lot of villagers. Is it like the time of day where they all gather at the meeting spot? Is that why? Oh. No, there are okay, they're just all oddly gathered up here. Take an emerald. Sure. I always clip the metal. Clip with the metal app? Huh? I do not follow what you were saying. I don't care enough about finding chests, village chests to explore all of those. We're looking for calcite. Actually, food situation. Okay, I got some bread on me. We steal all the workstations. I mean, I don't really have a need for them at the moment. I guess a few of them, like the blast furnaces and the smithing table, like I could, but I already have all the resources to make like all those. And I already have most of them too. Oh, hi dog. Nope, don't have any bones. Fellas, I have unfortunate news. I'm all out of bones. I really do love taiga biomes. just looks, they look so nice. They're like, I almost smell like a cool crisp breeze going through a taiga biome. Holy mobs. Good grief. Hi guys. Hi Fox. Oh, the baby fox. Hi baby fox, you look perfect. I love you. Need a pupper in my hardcore world? Probably at some point. I'm not gonna do it at this moment, but I'm kind of eyeing up these mountains. I don't think they're gonna have calcite, but at the very least we can get another bird's eye view. Maybe we will do another chunky load from over here. Chunky is a mod that pre-generates chunks, and that way we can sit here for a minute, let that work, and then get a much further view, bird's eye view. Can't wait to build an autumn forest in one. Oh my god. Oh man, I can't wait for the poppy trees. The dappled forest is a good vibe. It's a very simple update from what they've shown so far, but the more I've kind of sat with it and the more I've looked at it, I'm like, it's good changes. I still want a big update, but like if I'm gonna have a small update, these are the types of small updates I like. Something with a nice, new, refreshingly different aesthetic. Items that like address sore spots in the gameplay, like the hay, or the hay beds, like. And then there's good new blocks. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the leak about the shelf mushrooms. So like fallen logs can have mushrooms growing on the sides of them and that kind of thing. Oh, so good. So good. I also just think mushrooms as a concept is severely is a severely neglected thing in Minecraft. Like, they're in there, but they're not done in a particularly interesting way. And there's like a lot of potential to make them interesting. Like, we got mushroom islands that could be so much more interesting than they are. Just a neglected mechanic. Okay, well, being in a cold biome certainly is not going to help us find the stony peaks, I feel like. Also, did I miss? Oh, somehow I veered really far to the right. Okay. Or to the left. Do you like the Cinnabar bricks? I do like. I'm okay with how the Chaos Cube drop went. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They did a good job of taking what was kind of a botched launch, I guess. Like, the core of the idea was kind of flawed initially, but there was everything they could have done to make it better. I feel like they did. Also, why is there a creeper? Did you guys see that creeper over here? Why is he here? There's not really anywhere for him to come from, I feel like. Also, now I'm in a spot where I can't see him. Ah, he probably came from this cave. Never mind. I don't want to get snuck up on, so we'll keep going. Looks like some of the Skyblock Kingdoms folks talking about doing an Among Us get together. I don't think it's a stream thing, although I don't know. Maybe some people will be streaming it. Keep an eye out for some people maybe streaming Among Us tonight. But you know, that is the fun thing. That is one thing I really like about SBK. Genuinely a group of friends who play games together. Friends first, content creators second. And you know, there's always problems with that kind of thing, but there's certainly problems the other way around too. There's a lot of like SMPs where it is people who are like, yeah, ultimately this is a business deal, and like we portray friends because that's better for the content. But if we didn't have this project together, we wouldn't care about each other, kind of thing. SBK is not like that. genuinely people are good friends on SBK, and that I find very inspiring. Good group of people. It's been very nice being, despite all the bad that has been happening lately with the SBK group, the way everybody has come together behind the scenes and like come together as a community to support each other, really just they've shown their mettle as a very good group of people. Been proud to know them. Really not seeing anything that is looking Stony Cliffs. Hold on. Chunky center. Chunky radius 1000. I'm really hoping we don't create any bad lag here, guys. Let me know if you start seeing some lag, because this is going to be a lot for my computer. But all right, what are we looking performance wise? Yeah, definitely hurting performance a little bit. We'll see how things go. Went and followed everyone in the SBK group after hearing about everything. Yeah, definitely do. I've lost friends before to BS, so I feel them. Yeah, I think, you can't ever redeem that kind of damage. Like there's no healing I mean, you can heal, but like it's always, you can't make up for it. But what I can say is I feel like in the last week, everybody as a whole has tried, I wouldn't say necessarily there's been more positivity than there was damage done, but there's been a lot of positivity. Definitely a great example of people helping other people. Oh, hi, llamas. You know what? I don't feel like I just see llamas out in the wild very often in the game. I always have to take a moment just to kind of look at them, because I'm like, hey, you guys aren't in the game. Like, I see trader llamas, of course. New baby. I haven't seen this baby. Hi. Look at me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hey, what? No. What do you think you're doing? Look at me. Look at me. You make nice sound. Look me in the eye and let me tell you I love you. Whatever, dude. Just thinking about SBK to support them, because I know some of them are probably struggling financially now. I don't know, or I know what it feels like to have a friend who betrays and manipulates you, sadly. Yeah. I think everybody has been shown a lot of help. I'm not sure if everybody, and I definitely don't want to speak for the people who have had some financial damage done by this situation. I don't want to speak for them and say everything's sorted out. I do know that it has gotten better. Like, the support has made a meaningful impact for at least one of them. I don't know about everybody, but definitely if they're asking for help, definitely show them support, because it's very brave to stand up against somebody you are financially dependent on, Seems like they all gained followers from hearing them talk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's actually been kind of crazy in that department. Let's see. Still not seeing anything that looks like it's going to provide us with calcite. Really not having great luck in that department. We might be better off like searching the ocean for some geodes. Yeah, you know what? That's another thing. Being close to this situation, of course, and having grown up on YouTube, like, everybody's seen somebody get canceled or something. Like, some drama come out about some YouTuber who turned out to be a piece of crap. But this being somebody I've known since they had, like, 5,000 subscribers, and like somebody I've had many personal conversations with, even if it has been a while. For it not, it's not weird that it became this like it's weird enough that they turned out to be like a monster who hurt a lot of people. But it's really weird to see them explode in across the end, like see this rippling effect across all of MC YouTube, and everybody's talking about them and how much they dislike this guy that you know, and it's like, just, it's a weird experience. It's really weird. Ocean is pretty dangerous. I mean, true. You know what would be fun right now? This is what we'll do. Is that an igloo? It is. Is it the fun igloo? I haven't had a lot of luck with the igloos lately. This looks like an ice fishing one. Although I should be able to see the tube if it is the fun type. It's a little too hard to see through. Oh no, I think I see it. Okay, good. Good. So this is the one. You guys, some of you probably don't know about this. Igloos spawn with a ladder. Sometimes. They don't always spawn with these. But they spawn with a ladder down to this secret chamber, which is a tutorial for curing villagers. Right? So you come down here. You got a zombie villager and a normal villager. Also, I didn't realize it had this sign. That's interesting. They'll give you a splash potion of weakness and a golden apple, which is everything you need to cure a zombie villager. And I gave myself weakness. Nice. That was very loud. How long do I have that weakness for? 11 seconds. Okay, we're okay. But it's fun. Yeah, this doesn't come up very often, so even though I don't really need it, it's always fun to find. Also, redstone torch? Why is there a redstone torch? Huh. Oh my. Yep. Got the lag. It's probably because of Chunky. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, look at the tiny bunny. Sorry, I'm sure I'm gonna make you sick by spinning around that rapidly, so maybe we stop. I never knew these existed. Yeah, they're pretty uncommon. They're an old structure. I don't actually know when they were initially added. I feel like it would have been caves and, or not cave, pillage and, or village and pillage. What is it? What is it? Village and pillage, right? Yeah. Just because I think that's when zombie curing became a mechanic. When did zombie curing become a mechanic? Was that earlier than, was that like a very scary update or something? No, that would have been surely too old. What is there like a mine shaft hiding under here? What's going on? How are you? What? This is such a weird little tangent to get stuck on. I just really want to know what this is. Okay, it sounds like they're this way. How are they? Are they below? Oh, hey, we got a dungeon. I think it's a zombie, or it's a spider one, so it's not particularly useful. But sometimes you can find some pretty good stuff in these. And this probably would be video worthy in a normal world, or in a normal situation, but gotta have some stream exclusive content, you know? Anything up here? Nope, not really. Let's just do that. Now I have the coordinates if I ever want them. Anything of interest? I do want redstone. Sure, leather too. Golden apple, let's go, name tag. Bone's always useful. I think the string as well, actually. Yeah, I was thinking with the amount of spiders I was hearing that it was probably a spawner, but you don't see spider ones super often. I wonder if he's from the dungeon or if that was just a coincidental spawn. Oh my god, why? Speaking of creepers, good grief. I mean, of, spiders. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. I don't really need to fight them if they're not going to fight me. Use my bundle. True. True. Where's the chest on this one? It's all covered in snow, which makes it hard to see. I'm not sure I'm bothered enough to dig it out, to be honest, because it's so rare that there's anything actually useful in a ruined nether portal. Yeah, we're not in the Cinnabar update just yet. That is good old-fashioned netherrack. Let's see about finding calcite, as usual. You don't see big snowy areas like this very often anymore. I know there was a snowy village up there, but whew, the lag really is kind of killing me when I'm doing that. It'd be fun if it wasn't for that. I think I'm forcing chunk loading a little too much. Let's do chunky. Stop. Cancel. Huh. Okay, so it's just lagging. Frodo, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh god. Nope, 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 nope. Did you actually... You do have a cub. I haven't seen the baby polar bear. Hey, let me just look at your baby. Don't worry about it, mama. Wow, your baby is so cute. Okay, bye. Skeleton spawners are by far the most useful. Oh yeah, unquestionably. If you see a spawner, you want it to be a skeleton one. No questions, no doubt. I just want some calcite. We might have a few of these kind of strip mining streams because I don't know everything I need to do for one, and also again, we're at that point of the game where you just need materials, and I'm probably not going to do that much caving until I get better enchants, so strip mining is safer, but it is slower too. So magma block spawners are also useful. True. We do have to go to the nether for that. And also, I don't know if I'll be clearing a bastion anytime soon. That is honestly one of the things I dread most about this hardcore world, is going to a bastion to get a netherite upgrade template. I would much rather fight the Ender Dragon than go to a Bastion, because Piglin Brutes are awful. Okay, we're gonna start doubling back a little bit. Because now we're just wandering super far from home. Stuck on an ad. Delay check. Yeah, it is 2:36. What time is it when you hear this? Say now in chat when you hear me say this, so we know how long between when I'm talking and when you guys are seeing it. You might not have noticed, but you scared the daylights out of me. How did I scare you? What did I do that scared you? What happened? Bad timing for lag? Wait, what? I've already forgotten whatever it was. Now, okay, it's not too bad. About 30 seconds. About what it usually is. TV is on par with Josh. PC, YouTube is next. Twitch is behind for me. Usually Twitch is ahead of YouTube, so that's actually kind of nuts. Turtles! Love you guys. Beautiful fellas. Oh, the bear. Oh, wow, that you were very behind if you're talking about the bear. The bear was like 5 minutes ago. Hollow, you are very far behind if you're just now seeing it. You're like 2-3 minutes, well, probably 2 minutes behind. I'm headed the right way, right? See, it's crazy that this would not be considered mountainous in the same way. Like, this is not going to have calcite in it. But I do want to explore it a little, because windswept biomes are always chaos in all the right ways. Although, they can be very prone to spawning mobs, so that I need to be careful about. This is ridiculous. Imagine doing an amplified world hardcore. Blech. Oh man, this is gonna be annoying to climb. I don't know, maybe we won't climb it. I mean, I could spin the blocks, yes, but then I have to, like, grief it. Ugh. Nope. Yeah, I gotta be careful because I don't have feather falling, right? Okay, I have feather falling 1, so I might be able to survive a slightly longer drop, but nothing crazy. Feather falling 4 is cracked, and I will absolutely have feather falling once we get enchantments fully rolling, but doggone it. Just want to climb this weird mountain. Yeah, you really. I'm guessing I was in a totally different biome when you between when you reloaded and now. Oh, there's a village up here? Okay, that's cool. This is nifty. Skeleton over there. Ooh, and a freaky zombie. Yeah, no calcite. We might just be out of luck. I might just have to work without it, which kind of sucks. This village is pretty swick. Ooh, hi. Oh, it's the pig. Oh my god, there's another one. Chill, 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 chill. Can't be bothered. What shaders am I using? I am using I Like Vanilla. I like them too. I do. There's others I like more, but the main reason I'm using it is because it's one of the few that is compatible with the mod Voxy, which is what's giving me this ridiculous render distance. Otherwise, I use Complementary Reimagined usually, which is a very, very good one. Oh, don't steal my bed. You can't have it. It's mine. Stop. 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 How come you can sleep before me? No. Stay. Bad. No. No. No, sir. Can't have it. Oh. Cute. Cute sound. See, what I wouldn't give for an Elytra right now, because this is such a good Elytra jumping off point. I'm so used to shaders, I forgot they're actually on. Well, that is kind of the thing, too, with these shaders, is they are intentionally subtle. Like, they're there, but they could be, honestly, like, vibrant visual. This is sketchy. Ow. It was unpleasant. I guess I could have used a boat. Can't wait to get big beefy PC so I can get the shaders I want. So, I mean, sodium helps a lot, right? Well, I don't know what your PC situation is. Like, it might just not be strong enough, but... I'm dropping Twitch. My internet can't... Yeah, that's totally understand, Joanne. That's totally fine. Josh giving me heart palpitations doing this. We're fine. There's no problems. Okay, that almost could be Stony Peak. Except it's, well, okay, except it's snowy. But is it snow or is it actually just calcite? No, it's not. Yeah, definitely getting a little bit of jittering. I'm not sure why. Definitely a little bit of lag. What's my render distance? 16 is not much. I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to look into that later. Another village. Why are all these villages so far away from home? I need some that are closer so I can kidnap you. Unbelievable. Any blacksmith? No, it doesn't seem so. I didn't look very hard, but where am I going? I'm just kind of going. I'm looking for places that could maybe have calcite, but I'm sort of working my way back home too. Loading in more of the map, because why not? But yeah, we're really just out and about, hoping to find a mountain that would have a calcite vein. Don't think we're gonna get lucky. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. So, it's not looking good. It would be nice to have a gaming desktop. I currently have a laptop right now. Yeah. It is unfortunate that Minecraft really do be kind of demanding these days. You know, when I first got Minecraft, I was playing on a computer from like the year 2000 or so, and that thing was just not up to stuff. I would play on an average of about 8 FPS, and if there was a mob on screen, it would drop down to about 3. So combat was just impossible, because imagine trying to kill something at 3 FPS. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I can't believe I managed to fall in love with this game at 8 FPS. Grab some sunflowers. I guess. Yeah, nah. They take up too much space. And I honestly never use sunflowers. I don't really like how they look in Minecraft. Ooh, 2 beehives. 3 beehives, like, this close together? That's kind of crazy. Whoa, that's a cave and a half. Holy. What on... Okay, you know what, guys? I'm gonna be bad. I want to peek my head in, because this seems like ancient city kind of cave. No, okay, actually it doesn't, because too flat. But I just kind of want to pop my head down there and see. I see diamonds already. Okay, we're going to be real careful. We're not going to be greedy. Just going to have a little look. Wow, this is a big cave. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Okay. I've had my fill. No need to die just sightseeing on a cave. Probably could handle it. No reason to find out. Oh, flower forest. Ooh. Y'all know the thing about flower forests is that there's actually a hidden pattern in them, right? So if I bone mill right here, all the flowers I get are gonna be the same orange tulips. And you could do this over and over again until the entire ground is covered with the flowers, and then you'll run into natural patterns of flowers, like stripes. In fact, I will show an image for anybody curious. Flower forest fully bone mealed. Yeah, I'm seeing an example. Here you go. Screen cap. Look at that. So, flower forest biomes do this. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Like, yeah, they just bone milled all the patches, and you'll find all the little shapes. It's pretty fun. It's something there's a flower forest right on the other side of the rim of the meadow for, gosh, I can't speak. Everwake. It's like right next to home in Everwake. And I've thought about doing that many times. But it's kind of a tedious process, so I've never gotten around to it. But it's something I would like to eventually do. And if I don't do it there, then maybe I'll do it here. It's a neat little trick. It's based on a noise pattern. It's all just kind of an algorithm at work that decides it. Hey, look at that. Yet another village that is not close enough to home to be convenient. Played Bedrock on my Kindle until I got a laptop. Whew. Playing on a Kindle is crazy. Y'all, I don't think we're finding calcite. I think we just head home. How far away are we from home? Well, maybe I take a quick look to the left. Oh, we're quite far from home. Yeah, we've been wandering a little bit. Okay, but I do want to look at this corner over here. I don't think this isn't looking like Stony Peaks kind of mountains over here, but shoot, we've come this far. We can walk 10 feet this way to be very sure. How many days in the world? We're on day 129 at the moment. Still pretty early. Overall, especially since I've been sleeping most nights. Why is there two versions of Minecraft? Like, why is there a Bedrock and a Java edition? That's a story and a half right there. So the reason there's two versions of Minecraft, Java edition is the original, right? It started out as an indie game created by Notch, and he wrote it in Java. The problem with Java is it doesn't work for certain types of devices. So most notably, you can't use Java on mobile edition for mobile. At least I don't believe so. So if they wanted to have Java edition, or if they wanted to have Minecraft on a phone, they had to recreate it from scratch in, I believe, C++, which so they made what was Pocket Edition. It was literally just a version for phones, and it was super stripped down, super minimal. But it was like a mobile Minecraft experience. And then when Microsoft bought it, they basically looked at it and went, okay, well, we could use Java Edition, which pretty much only works on PC, or we have this infantile C++ version that could run on consoles, could also run on computer, can run on phones, and we also want to be able to monetize it. So we're gonna take Pocket Edition, really finish developing it into Minecraft, add a marketplace, and we'll rebrand it to Bedrock Edition. And so basically Bedrock exists because of technical limitations of the coding language that Java, the original Minecraft Java edition, was made in. But a lot of people are very loyal to Java edition for primarily because Bedrock is notoriously buggy, but also some people don't like it because of the microtransactions, and the Bedrock marketplace can be quite rough. Yeah. Kibria. Hi. I'm not good at names. I'm having trouble reading your name, but Bedrock is used for money, probably. Yeah, that's another thing. There is reason to think that Marketplace might be coming to Java. We'll see. I don't actually have a problem with the Marketplace existing. I think there's the core idea of the Bedrock Marketplace is actually great. Like, let creators encourage the ecosystem by letting creators make money off their mods, because like if you're hoping to make money, you'll probably be willing to put a little more effort. Now, on the flip side, some people also just put out content mills to go to the quantity over quality route, which is a big problem. But overall, being able to get paid for something encourages more professional, more interesting work. So I think that it's overall good. It's just they've let their system get abused a little too much. There's too much cheap crap coming out where it's just like trying to take advantage of kids who don't know any better. And they also haven't made the tooling very good for some things. So like you can only use for Bedrock, you can't do proper modding. It is their homegrown modding system, which is very limited in some important areas. So you are paying for something that is ultimately like less good than a mod. And the only reason to really pay for it is the only reason it's better there is because it's convenient and it might be on like mobile or something. But otherwise, mods are always going to be better than what's on the marketplace. Well, okay, always is a bit too strong of a blanket statement, but yeah, in theory, bad work gets a bad rating, but does it? That's the problem. Hey, we're almost back home. Wouldn't that make a great little survival island right there? I've been having an itch to do a survival island for like a year. That's why I made Viking do it, is I'm like, well, I don't have a good reason to do it myself, but I can make Viking I can live vicariously through Viking. Okay, this is actually like a ridiculously good survival island. It's got a tiny bit of sugarcane, a tiny bit of grass, a singular tree. The heck, this is a perfect survival island. That's actually crazy. That might be something I have to do at some point. Just because it's too good. I mean, I guess, okay, it's a little too close to land. Hurts your immersion a little bit. Where is the calcite? I know. I think we're giving up. We can keep an eye out for, here, let's turn the shaders off. Maybe we can spot a geode while we work our way home. So hard to see below the water. And if I can barely see, I know you guys can't hardly see it at all. Oh god, another another ocean monument. Well, at least we know we're not gonna have any trouble finding ocean monuments for when we need to do that. Oh, geodes, where are you? Let's create for me. Oh, I need to. I've never tried the create mod. I've been looking at create aeronautics like, man, if there's ever a reason to get into create mod, it's that, because that is so far up my alley. But my problem with that kind of thing, like, right, I have the ability to make something cool, but I have nothing cool to use it for. Like, if I'm going to make a super powerful, good car, I need a good, challenging course to take it on. Because I can never really test it, you know? I can never push it to its limits.
Wow.
Catherine Renee, thank you. I see a boat when I get here. Woohoo! Highly appreciated, Catherine. We get a W in chat for Catherine. Appreciate it. We are actually probably going to wrap up the stream before much longer. We're kind of heading home. We've been on the look, Catherine. We've been out and about looking for calcite. We did some mining. Got down to deep slate layer, and then I went, you know what? I need calcite. Let's go have a little gallivant, see if we can find any. But unfortunately, no luck. We're in a boat now just because we're searching. We've been kind of looking at the ground for some. Sometimes you can see geodes in the water, which you can get some calcite from. But what I was really hoping for is a mountain that would have it. We have had no luck though. Can I get through here or am I gonna have to get out? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get out, aren't I? Okay, I guess I could just turn around. Yay, a new recruit. All hail the boat. Hey, the boat cult grows. Create Arrow is complicated but fun. Yeah, but see, like, some of my favorite games in the world is like Kerbal Space Program. Would you guys ever be interested in a Kerbal Space Program stream? We wouldn't do a whole series unless for some reason people loved it. But I am a big space nerd. Okay? I don't claim to be some sort of expert, but I do know more than the average Joe when it comes to space. And I've got a pretty solid understanding of how to play Kerbal Space Program. Once again, not an expert, but I'm pretty competent at that game. And it is one of my favorite games of all time. I would have so much fun playing some Kerbal Space Program on a stream. It'd be a long stream because sometimes Kerbal can be a tedious process. But oh man, I would love to play some Kerbal again. I haven't played it in a couple of years, but I think I've got like 300 hours or something in it. Yeah, definitely let me know if you guys are interested. You don't know what it is? So Kerbal Space Program is a pretty accurate physically, like it's a pretty accurate physics engine for like astrodynamics. So you can build a rocket, use real genuine rocket science and orbital mechanics to go from a planet's surface to other planets in there. Elky Dogs, thank you so much for the super chat. Dang, y'all showing some love today. I really appreciate it. It's what keeps the stream possible. I am highly appreciative. I love space and all space things related. Yes, please. Yeah, that I would love that. I took an astronomy class and really enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll do a Kerbal Space Program stream. That would genuinely... We'd have to make a day of it, pretty much. It would have to be probably like a 4 or 5 hour stream. But I would... Would I play Kerbal Space Program for 4 or 5 hours? Happily. Happily. And I'd probably get into it and be like humiliated by how much I've forgotten, to be honest. Because again, I haven't played it much in a while, but I know for a fact I would be at least competent at it. Enough for us to like maybe do a moon mission or something. Go land on the moon and back. Where's home? Home is that way. Okay. Need another boat temple? Oh my god, I just finished the first one. Don't make me build another. You can't do this to me. Yeah, we'll probably do the boat cult in the hardcore world, but I need a house before I worry about another boat temple. I still don't really have a house, guys. I live in a temple, which is ironic. Maybe the jungle temple becomes the new boat temple. Sent you a list. Joanne, I promise I'm gonna do my best to not forget. Brain bad. This brain useless. Don't do much thinking over here. No thoughts, only blocks. That's what's going on up here. I like how there's music in the background, yet I haven't noticed it this whole time. That's funny. Yeah, it's been there the entire stream. I try to keep it at a volume that it's not super obnoxious, like super distracting. Some people really like music, some people really don't. So the balance I try to strike is there's music, it's just quiet. Think we need a statue of Josh? That would be unhinged to build like a physical statue. Do you mean of my Minecraft skin or literally of me? Because that would be very unhinged to do in Minecraft. I think home is right on the other side of this hill. Because I remember looking at this island like, oh dang, this would have been a much more manageable island to work with instead of the one I chose. Just smaller and more convenient, but it's okay. I like how things are going with our current build. And now that I have given Everwake away for the month, I will be focusing a lot more on this hardcore world. Got some catch up to do on other projects, but I should be able to get most of that done by the end of next week, and then we'll be probably going pretty hard on the hardcore project. So I'm gonna probably finish making episode 2 of hardcore before I release episode 1, because I want to be able to release a bunch in a short amount of time. But I do want to finish episode 1 before too long, because I don't want I don't want it to be 6 months after I started filming this project for me to get episode 1 out, you know? Home sweet home. No calcite, but we are alive, and that is a valuable thing in hardcore. Oh, I don't have my shaders back on. I was like, why can't I see? I have my offhand torches. How DFO? What does that mean? How DFO? We know it's hardcore and not a mod. That changes your hearts. How do we know? I mean, I guess you don't know. We're not gonna test it. Trust. Like any hardcore series, you have to trust. Because the game is so easy to cheat. Like, oh, hey, look. Oh, guys, check it out. We're cheating now. Oh, there's a Trident man. Do I fight the Trident guy? Let's fight the Trident guy. Why not, right? Let's sleep first. Waterway infrastructure might be needed for better boat traveling. I am fair. Hold on. Hollow, use glowstone on top of your head to make your baldness shine. You did not just say that to me. You did not just say that. All right. What feels like a rude question to ask? Oh, whether I'm cheating or not? Nah, I mean, it is a little rude, but also like... All right, here we go. Let's lock in. We gotta try... Guys, there's a baby with a trident. Guess it's baby killing time. Oh, I don't feel good about this, but also I feel pretty good about this. Well, bye-bye now. Anyways. You have a lot of health. Bye. How much health does he have? Okay, wow. Chill, 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 chill. I didn't like getting snuck up on. Why did he have so much health? I wasn't going as hard as I could because I figured I would get him. He's got to be so low on health. I don't... This is probably unnecessarily risky. Okay, 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 okay. Bye. Dude. That's actually nuts. Okay. No shield. We don't fight guys with tridents. That dude's insane. What the heck, man? Do I have any iron on me? Hopefully he doesn't despawn. But if he does, he does, you know? I'm not fighting him without a shield. Or food. Singular piece of iron. Oh. That's funny. He just kept taking hits. I was like, man, he's got to die eventually. What's going on? And some food. Whoa. Are we... What? Okay, just a weird bug. Now imagine if this guy drops the trident. That would be such good content. Alright. Dude, did he grow up? What? Wait, wait, wait. Did you grow up? Seriously? I don't even know if that's how that works. No? I'm so confused right now. Baby trident guys can't grow up, right? Well, it looks like he's gone. That was so unhinged. I don't understand. Did he grow up? I mean, he seems gone, so I think we are out of luck. What a bizarre way to end the stream. Okay. Well, guys, it's been a stream, you know? We've had some exploring, we've done some mining. We didn't find calcite, but hey, we've got to leave some goals for next time, you know? Oh, but yeah, we will be back next week, next Monday with more hardcore, or maybe Kerbal Space Program. We'll probably do we might do a Kerbal Space Program stream next week. We'll have a look. Raid. Sandra, if you're not reminding me to record, you're reminding me to raid. That is wonderful. All right, let me check this wonderful list Joanne prepared. Oh, Nuke is streaming. Nuke is streaming. We're definitely gonna raid Nuke. Support some SBK folks. I just typed in raid instead of Twitch. Don't go anywhere. Raid is an SBK member, and Raid played a big role in helping bring Avid's situation to light. So Nuke was very brave, and Nuke deserves some love for it. So everybody stick around. There will be a delay after I finish up here. Once I close the stream, it will take a minute, but then it will dump everybody into Nuke stream. Just everybody go say hi to Nuke. Once I remember how to do this. I know how to do this. I'm just stumbling around the controls like... Oh my god, stop. Stop, 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 stop. How do I get to my channel? There we go. I don't use Twitch very much. Raid. Nukery. That work? I think that worked. Excellent. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Everybody stick around on the Twitch side. YouTube